Welcome back, Rellism Raw Sports Talk, episode 77 with Tommy, Brandon, and Keith. Can't believe Keith's off work, but I'll take it. What's up, fellas? What's going on with y'all?
Same old.
What's up?
Same old, right? Hey, man, it's been crazy the past few days in football. Crazy. I know this guy in the corner up here. Look, Tommy can't stop smiling already. Look at him. He's smiling like a mug. Smiling. But let me ask you one question before we start, Tommy. On the last episode, you're on the record saying, I don't want Russ. You changed your tune now?
I was all in on Aaron. I mean, come on now. We were all in on Aaron, but I didn't think Russ was going to be as cheap as I thought. He was 3-1s. And the players, it wasn't that we just got Russ. Y'all, as a Denver fan, I had 3 on my hit list, hardcore, and number 1 on it was Drew Lock. I couldn't believe they took him. I was like, he had to be gone for us to get somebody. That's the only way it worked. And then Shelby, we just re-signed him for batting balls down last year. He's kind of a heavy contract. He got replaced a little bit on the field this past season, and we've got money, so I'm not worried about him. And then Fant, Alberto's a better player. He fits this scheme better. He can block as a 1. So I'm really anxious to see him get those 1 reps. I was just crazy excited with who we got rid of. And then just 2 1s. In this year's draft, I didn't want it. I didn't know what we wanted. And I was just like, man, that's a gimme pick. Take that. And then give me a couple 1s for Russ. And his contract is so attractive. His contract, he's 24 million, 28 million. I mean, we can literally play with this for 5 years because he's going to be re-signed into that $45 million range, which is going to be cheap with this new TV deal. And we'll carry that heavy. And this is a 5-year window, and I couldn't ask for more.
Hey, we heard from the man himself. He's happy. I'm happy for you. I'm jealous as shit, but I'm happy for you. We're going to go around the horn real quick because we all got a quarterback in our system. Brandon, we all heard the news of Deshaun Watson. You know what I'm saying? Miami was always his first choice. He's going to have the ultimate say. It doesn't matter what people put out there for the trade. You know what I mean? The best place for him, I think, is the Colts. But they're not going to trade him in the division. He wants to go to Miami. Would you take him? Because you know Tua would have to go and some picks or whatever. Would you want to have Deshaun Watson?
Well, yeah. But I think he's still going to get suspended for about 8 games. I mean, I'll give up 1 this year, but he might be rusty. You never know what can come down the road. They don't need a quarterback, Houston, I don't think. But
Houston needs everything.
I think the quarterback's all right, man. Give him time. Give him a chance.
Oh, no. I wanted him. He was our third round. We were trying to get him. I was like, why are we passing up on everybody? So you want him. You willing to get rid of Tua and some picks and stuff to get him?
If it's just Tua, then sure. But yeah, I don't think I give up that much, man. I think he's going to Tampa. I really do.
Well, we'll get to all that. Keith, y'all don't have a quarterback at all. And if you telling me that you're happy with Mason Rudolph or fucking Dwayne Haskins, you might be smoking crack.
Not.
You might be smoking crack.
Absolutely.
Would you give up some stuff to get him? Because Minka. I mean, y'all have to be able to sign Minka. You probably have to give up him. You're gonna have to give up some more picks and maybe even somebody else off the team. Would you do it?
Here's the thing. My team is the only team that I would go after Watson for. Brandon's I wouldn't, because I think Watson brings too much baggage and you have some promise in Tua. I have nothing. I have the worst quarterback situation in the football. So I would definitely welcome Watson.
I'm a Redskin fan. We ain't had a quarterback in 15 decades.
Y'all just got a quarterback.
Listen. We always the Washington retreads always get an old ass broke down quarterback. I don't want to hear that shit. You have been for a long time.
No, I'm talking about right now. We're in the worst position of any team, right? Think of
Carolina.
People, they got Sam Darnold. I'll take Sam Darnold right now.
Dude, he's
over Mason Rudolph and Dwayne Haskins. I would take Sam Darnold over Mason Rudolph.
I would take
that. Might be the best. That might be the worst combo in the league.
There's a whole lot of second-tier quarterbacks.
Right. Yeah, we in the
So
worst
I'll tell you what,
position
we'll
of
get
any
to it.
team.
We'll get to it later, Keith. But I just wanted to go around the horn with all our quarterbacks. But I'll tell you one thing that you have in your back pocket is Watson can be like, nobody wanted me. Nobody wanted to pull the trigger. Flores did. And now Flores is in Pittsburgh. So
His
maybe
word
he
means
might
a
just
lot.
be like, yo, I'm going with somebody who wanted me first. Who knows? Who knows?
Although I just saw where we're not going after him, though.
Yeah,
Brandon
they're
just sent
not.
me
They
this
said they
picture.
Well, then y'all are idiots. But I can't say that. I can't say that because Pittsburgh's
They ain't got no money.
organization
They
is the
don't have
most
money
stable
either,
organization
so.
I've seen in a long time. So I really can't say that. And us, we can't wait one fucking day. One day. One day. You offered a farm for Russell Wilson. And then one day, now granted, I'm happy giving up 2 threes to get Carson Wentz. Sure. Because it's really not going to cost you nothing. But just wait one day and try to get the man.
But
He
would
probably wouldn't have
he
came.
would he
Probably
waive
wouldn't
his
have came.
falls though? Nah, he
But-
wouldn't come there.
And Wentz
But at least
lowered your
try.
odds.
Wentz is not an upgrade
He
over Heineke.
lowered your odds over Heineke.
He's not an upgrade over Taylor Heineke.
He's not an upgrade over anything you have on your roster. He is a name on the.
He's
I just
washed.
hope he doesn't get
I hate
hurt.
to say it. He's washed.
Yeah, he's washed, but he's a name on the field. You guys are throwing out a CJ Stroud, Bryce Young, Fielder. There's some really
25
good
million a year. Please don't ruin Bryce Young. 25 million a year you're paying Carson Wentz to take.
After 1 year, we can just let him go. Y'all understand that, right?
Yeah, right. But next year,
After this year, we
throwing
just
him to
drop.
the wolves.
I
It
think
doesn't
you
matter.
will.
It doesn't matter.
You
So
never
you're
know,
telling
man. He
me-
might pan
You're
out.
telling me the upside of Carson Wentz with something to prove, playing Philadelphia twice this year and the Colts this year is less than Taylor Heineke?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
'cause
saying
is
that
Carson
Heineke
Wentz
knew
gonna
your
last?
system. He knew your people. He already had a feel. He was going to put up 6 wins to 4 to 6 wins. I could see Wentz going up there getting 4 wins max and getting hurt. You guys,
Their defense is too good in that division. They're getting
Young's going. Yeah, Chase Young's going to be out for a little bit.
No, that's right. He is hurt.
All right, we
He's
went
gonna be
around
out
the
for a
horn with
little
our
bit. That's gonna hurt
quarterbacks,
him.
and we'll get deeper into that. But we got to start with the man, A.A. Ron. He got his money and he got his love.
Now there's 17.
You know what I
Yep.
mean?
I might win 5.
But did he get too much money?
No.
How's the team going to be around him? Tom Brady, all his stuff, he was never the highest paid quarterback, and he got the rings. So my thing is, if Aaron Rodgers is going back to Green Bay, which in hindsight now probably is a smart decision with the NFC being weak. If you don't win now, what you gonna say?
Yeah. They'll win.
Go ahead, Brandon. Tell me.
He's not getting paid too much. If anyone deserves it, who deserves it? Dak makes what, 40, 45?
Dak's got players around him. If you put Aaron Rodgers on Dallas, they're winning the Super Bowl.
Okay,
With that talent.
but but Dak's making 40 something.
I don't care what he's making.
You said, does he deserve to make 50? Yes.
What I'm saying is, Aaron Rodgers is going back to Green Bay.
Yes.
You're going back to do what? To win. You have to get your second ring.
They will.
You have to get another ring.
They will. The
You have
Niners
to
ain't
get.
gonna be
They
there
will.
again.
Tommy.
I don't go to the Super Bowl.
Tommy, before Peyton Manning got his second ring with you guys, didn't we look at him in the same kind of light? Like, damn, Peyton Manning is the beast. He's setting all these records. He is a phenomenal talent beast, but he's got 1 ring against the Chicago Bears team. Didn't it validate him to get that second ring? I don't care if he had the worst Super Bowl ever. He had the worst Super Bowl ever. That validated his career.
He was
That's
still going
Von
to
Miller
be
Super Bowl and shit.
He was going to be a top 10 regardless with what he was putting up. But when he got the ring for the second time with another team, he became a top 3. And
that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. So if Aaron Rodgers is going back to Green Bay after all the drama, all the turmoil, all the stuff going on, and you don't get the second ring, that's going to be more of a detriment to him than leaving and retiring. Keith, what you think?
Yeah.
I think they're going to be on a mission this year, dude. Like,
weren't they on a mission last year?
Close. Man,
wasn't healthy,
it's just
though. Wasn't healthy.
fluky stuff. And then
They're
like
gonna be
that weather,
worse.
that game, that
I don't
crazy
think so.
stuff happening. I think they're going to be fine, dude. I think they're going to be fine, and I think that they're going to. I think Adams is going to stay, and I think
he has.
Franchised.
Can we say that the Packers are swinging for the fences, right? I mean, they're going all in with this Rodgers thing. If this year they don't, if they whiff, If they whiff at this pitch coming down the middle, and Adams, doesn't get his chance on the franchise, and Rodgers doesn't get his chance on the first year of the cheap contract, they are in some serious shit next year.
That's my point, Tommy.
They're in some trouble.
Tommy,
They've got to hit it. They've got to hit it.
Because why? You look at the NFC right now, you got the defending Super Bowl champion Rams. And then you got Green Bay. I mean, really, who else are you scared of? Who else are you scared of? Dallas gets in their own fucking way.
Dallas.
Who else are you scared of in the NFC?
Don't worry about it.
Nobody.
Y'all sleeping on Dallas. You're sleeping on Dallas.
Oh, no.
I'm giving Dallas
credit. I'm giving Dallas credit. They would probably be the third highest ranked team in the NFC, right? Probably. Green Bay would be
it's
two.
Not Dak. They're about to be number one. It's not Dak. Who was second in defensive player
it's not
of the year
Dak.
rankings?
It's the coach. It's the coach.
About to be in
it's not Dak.
You about to see Micah Parsons in a defense designed for him.
But
like
you're
JJ,
helping my
remember
argument.
what TJ Watt did? We're gonna find out.
But it's not about what Dallas is gonna do. We'll talk about Dallas later on, probably in the second episode. What I'm saying is, you're not scared of the NFC. You're not scared of them.
That's why.
There's no excuses for Aaron Rodgers to win. There's no excuse, in which we'll get to later, Dallas to win. If you have any shot to win, it's going to be this next year, barring Deshaun Watson going to San Francisco or Seattle or some crazy thing going on. As it looks right now, they're the 2 out of the top 3 teams favored to win in the NFC, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if Aaron Rodgers doesn't do it again after being 13-2 or whatever the record's gonna be, he's gonna win at least 12 or 13 games this year because his division's horrible. Unless Deshaun Watson goes to the Vikings and sends Kirk Cousins over there, that might be scary. But if that doesn't happen, what excuses are we gonna keep making? We keep making excuses for Aaron Rodgers. Oh, well, some fluky thing happened. Oh, a fluky thing. How many fluky things are gonna happen?
I just think he's a healthy
you can't blame
line
him
for a whole
for the
year.
losses, though.
Yeah, you can't.
He's a top 10 QB of all time. He's 10-1.
He's up at 7.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Hold on. Brandon, you said he's number 7 right now. If he ended right now, he's number 7? Top 7.
Nah,
what would you think he'd be right now, Keith?
See, I got to think about that. I can't just throw that
so
out.
we're all just say top 10.
He's still playing.
Well, he's top 10. He's top 10.
If he be top 10 right now, right?
Yeah.
If he gets that second ring, is he top 5?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Might be top 3.
No.
Right. That's the significance of this whole situation is what I'm talking about. You have put yourself in a corner that you have to get your second ring, or else people are going to look less of you than what you should deserve. Really?
Is Marino a top 10?
Marino's a top 10, but like
I
said,
never had a ring.
If he got a ring, does that move him to 2? Ring matters.
If Marino did get a ring,
if
Marino had a ring,
2 rings,
imagine how high he would go.
Marino is a GOAT.
If he had 1, he'd be the GOAT. But I'm saying,
arm talent wise, he's better than almost every QB I've ever seen play.
That's what I'm saying.
I think Rodgers, Warren Moon, and Marino is the 3 best.
But you keep Marino at 10. You keep Marino around the 10 area because he doesn't have a ring. If he had that ring, he's in that top 4 area.
I'll tell you how important that ring is because that's the only reason we think my boy Big Ben was any good is because he got the rings. If Ben didn't have the rings, then he wouldn't be anything. He wouldn't.
Ben broke some records. He got some records.
You know what I'm saying. I mean, that's my boy, but I'm gonna call it like it is. If it weren't for the rings, we would not be looking at Ben in the same way that we look at
Derek Carr.
You know who's worse, Keith? You know who's worse? If Eli Manning didn't have his cheap ass rings, he would not be no Hall of Famer. He would not be looked upon as nothing.
Boy, I still don't think Hall of Famer.
He beat Brady. He's in.
He beat Brady.
I just said if he didn't have those rings. If he
Jake
didn't
Plummer beat Brady every time too.
I still don't think he's like that. Still don't think he's like that. So can he keep his team around him? But what has he got? 4 years left. 4 years on his contract. Are they going to be able to build the team and keep it around him for that?
Yes, they will.
They will.
Drafted Jahan Jackson, somebody. He needs a receiver.
I mean, he's needed a receiver. He's needed a receiver for a long time.
He doesn't know how to use. Honestly, I think Rodgers has got 2. MVS and Scantling and what's his name, Lazard. They can ball a little bit.
Thank you.
When he's throwing it,
it's hard to play with Adams.
Dude.
It's hard to play with Adams. Adams occupies a lot of the field.
Thank you. So here's my thing. if Tom Brady made a history of Julian Edelman, Wes Welker, these guys, Ben Hogan, all these little guys. You know their names. You know their names because Tom Brady made them like that. Why can't Aaron Rodgers make MVS and Lazard like that?
I think
that's why he'll never be the GOAT.
MVS I think he's working on. Lazard, man, I think he's a bad
guys off the street.
Yeah.
All right.
I can't compare him to Brady, though.
Well, I'm not comparing him to Brady, but he doesn't have a great cast.
So look, if we got 4 years, Jordan Love, because Mr. GM Tommy knows about these numbers. That's why I love Tommy being on here. He knows the numbers, knows how to crunch it. Jordan Love's got 4 years left on his rookie deal. Aaron Rodgers got 4 years left on his deal. Do you get rid of Jordan Love?
Yeah.
Do you trade him?
Trying.
Tommy started off. Do you trade him?
I mean, you're hoping, like you said, you're hoping for that. Green Bay's already done it once before. What Matt Flynn when he went to Seattle. I mean, and they got paid for that. They got like a second and a first or something. It was ridiculous, but they got paid for that. And we all knew, everybody watching knew Matt Flynn wasn't Aaron Rodgers, but Seattle paid like he could be. And if Jordan Love shows out, they want to trade him. But Aaron Rodgers for 4 years, they're really hoping he plays 2 of them and maybe bows out. If they can win 1 out of these next 2 and he can retire, that would be probably the organizational's best bet. Because 4 years underneath this guy is not going to work. They're going to be pretty bad in 4 years. He's not going to want to be a Packer.
Why they going to be bad? Because they're spending too much money on him.
Go ahead, Brandon. On low QB.
Exactly. Go ahead, Brandon.
What was the a trade? I don't know if you get anything. You took him in the first round. What are you going to get?
First round pick.
He's
what I've
worth
seen,
a first.
I don't see anything.
You can't get nothing right now.
Fifth.
Tennessee wouldn't throw their first at him.
Hell no. Not for your boy Tannehill. No,
just
Mr. Tannehill.
Man,
I'll give you the first in this year's draft for Jordan Love.
Nobody's giving up the first. Nobody's giving up the first for Jordan Love.
Strong in his upside over anything.
You can get another first next year. It don't matter. I mean, you're
I'll
not going to have the strong pick anyway.
Keith, would you trade Jordan Love, Keith?
Yeah, I would trade him. And
you're not going to get more than a 2 or 3.
What are you getting? Who's taking him?
Not going to get more than a 2
I'm
or
just
3.
saying,
y'all could take him too.
You're not getting a 3.
I would try to get draft picks, dude. If I was Green Bay, and look for a secret weapon in the draft, get as many draft picks you can get. Try to find Aaron Rodgers that weapon that we're talking about that he needs.
There's weapons everywhere right now. There's weapons right now you can get everywhere. There's wide receivers and offensive linemen everywhere right now.
The offensive line, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Get the draft picks so you can get the draft picks so you can get them. Like get rid of Love, get the draft picks.
So you're saying right now you're going to trade Jordan Love and get the maximum 3rd round pick. You're not going to get higher than
No, you're getting more than a 3rd round pick for that guy.
What are you going to get for him? He ain't showed you nothing.
He's going to get you. He's going to net you a 1. There's no
way he's going to give you a 1.
He's going to net you a 1.
Oh, 1.
This year's draft especially. Maybe not next year.
It's terrible this year.
High QBs.
Tommy, I'm about ready.
This year's draft, it's a 1.
Shammond.
What's up?
If you trade Jordan Love right now, would any team give you a 1 for him?
No. Fuck no.
No. He hasn't showed you nothing. The best bet for Green Bay is to let him show out in the preseason. Maybe elevate some shit.
Let him show
maybe make him look good in the preseason.
Let him do what he do in the preseason.
He gets in a game or something or whatever, like a Garoppolo type shit, and then try to ship him off next year. You ain't gonna get nothing for him.
Yeah.
Hang on to him in case something happened to Rodgers, man.
That's not saying after the 4 years. After the 4 years is over, if he's that guy, you pay him.
Is Lance not worth a 1? Is Lance not worth a 1? Because the reports out of camp is Lance isn't ready. Lance has got a facial style development, and we might need to keep Jimmy G around. Can they trade Lance for a 1? Because Jordan Love's just 1 year removed from Lance. Lance is worth a high 1. Jordan Love is easily worth a thrown 1 to a team that will not be drafting the top 15 next year.
I'm gonna tell you why, Tommy. I'm gonna tell you why people would give a 1 for Lance as opposed to Love. It's because San Francisco is still about to get rid of Jimmy Garoppolo. Right? Aaron, for Green Bay, they out here begging and praying for this month to stay. They pulling everything down for him to stay, which shows Jordan Love's not that dude.
Two-time MVP.
I don't care who it is. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If you think Jordan Love is good enough, you're going to spend that $50 million everywhere else on your team and ride with Jordan Love.
It's career suicide if Love don't pan if you drop Rodgers.
What's the difference? What's the difference in the Colts doing it with Peyton Manning? Let Peyton Manning go and keep Andrew Luck.
Peyton Manning had a neck injury. They thought he could throw.
But I mean, but y'all took him. But y'all took him. In the first year he went there, he was a star.
He could not throw a baseball. He had to work out with the Colorado Rockies.
Hold on. The first year he was in Denver. The first year he was in Denver, didn't he set all kinds of records?
Yeah,
all kinds of records.
It was crazy, and we signed him as a free agent.
Was it a fluke?
Signed him as a free agent.
It was
doesn't matter.
He was
it doesn't
elite.
matter. The Colts could have re-signed Peyton Manning. They chose to let him walk. So I don't want to hear about two-time MVP and all that. Green Bay,
your GM who's signing off on this. Love don't work out. I'm done. I am done. Do I want to ride with the rookie or the two-time MVP? Two-time MVP gets me paid $20 million for the next 4 years. I'm fine. That's an easy check.
Okay.
These organizational guys are different. Why do you think Fangio? What do you think happened with Fangio last year with George Payton? He only kept his job because Payton was told he didn't have to fire him and got a free year to ride out the roster underneath the lame duck coach. They do this stuff all the time. This is a ride out.
I think that everybody's agreeing with me over you. But I like hearing you talk about the Broncos because you get so. I wish my team was any good so I could look like you once in a while. I wish I could just be like, yes, the Redskins. I never can. I'm like this.
We have the second most money and we're not doing anything.
You know what I'm saying?
So I don't get it.
Me and Brandon like these motherfuckers. But all right, so Russ is on your team. Russ is on your team, Tommy. I'm not gonna let you start first because I want you to finish it. I think it's a nice fit. But are they the favorites in the AFC now? Shammond. Keith, is Denver the favorites in the AFC right now?
You look, a couple of weeks ago, I was telling y'all, take some money and bet on Denver to go to the Super Bowl next year while the odds were high. And because I was thinking they were going to land Rodgers. And I still think the same way. They landed Wilson. Yes, they're going to win they're going to go to the Super Bowl either this year or next year. This year,
really?
Next year, they're going to be in the Super Bowl. Yes.
What about this year coming up?
This year, if it's this year, I think it's going to be Denver and Dallas in the Super Bowl. I done told y'all that.
You got Denver. You got Denver with. Hold on. Keith, we'll put it on the record. You're saying Denver will win the AFC this coming year?
Either this year or next year.
No. Stop. This coming year, because we never know what's going to happen in the NFL year to year. This coming year.
I mean, why not?
Okay, Shammond, you agree with that? You think Denver's the favorite?
Hell no.
Why not?
They got a good
because
young running
just
back.
because they got Russell Wilson don't be the winner.
Go ahead, Shammond. What?
I'm saying just because the Broncos got Russell Wilson don't mean they fit to win it.
I mean, they look good. I mean, you ain't telling me why they ain't.
They look good. Yeah, they look good. They look good, but it ain't about to be what you think.
Dallas looks good on paper too all the time. So
yeah,
all right, Brandon,
teams look good on paper.
Brandon, are they the favorites in the AFC?
They're up there. Buffalo
Are they the favorites?
The number one. I would put Buffalo slightly ahead, but just because they have the chemistry already. It might take Russ a little, you know what I mean? But I won't be surprised.
All right. Okay, Tommy, the floor is yours, baby. Is your team now the favorites to go to the Super Bowl?
Not favorites. We're not the favorites. It's the first year head coach, first year defensive coordinator, first year OC, first.
Hey, Skip Bayless, stop making excuses already when y'all don't.
I'm not making it.
Stop doing that shit.
I'm saying could we win the Super Bowl? We just rose faster than anybody has in a long time. With a one-player acquisition, I challenge you to look back in history to see a team that ever went from like a 25-1, 18-1.
I mean, LeBron James has done it many times.
Anyway, in the NFL, that's a five-man.
I mean, Tampa Bay got Tom Brady and they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
This is a pretty big deal.
Might happen again.
So that
Matthew Stafford went to the Rams and they won.
Brady.
Yeah, but he didn't raise the odds like Russ did.
Tampa Bay did not have odds to win the Super Bowl before Tom Brady went there.
Was that style of thing. That's what just happened. Russ just came to Denver. We just got Tom. I mean, that's great to see. We've got a chance, but we've got a lot of new moving parts.
You'll be in the playoffs for sure.
I think the number 1 seed ain't Buffalo, and it's not Denver, and it's still Kansas City.
It is.
I mean,
so your team's not going to win
Patrick
the AFC
Mahomes
West.
has started 4 years. He's been in 4 AFC.
Who's going to win the AFC
What am I
West, Tommy?
supposed to say?
Who's going to AFC West?
It goes through Arrowhead.
Brandon, who's going to AFC West?
I won't be surprised if the Chargers, Chiefs. I think the Chargers win it.
Chargers win. We got a Charger. Thank you. Nobody's giving the Chargers no love. And Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa.
And Herbert ain't no joke, man. It's a tough division. It's gonna be hard.
But we got a Chief and we got a Charger. Shammond, who's going to AFC West? I can't hear you. Who?
I don't hear nothing.
Who's going? Keith, who's going to AFC West?
Dude, I'm all in on Denver, yeah.
Oh yeah.
They got weapons. They got a nice young running back with the from Carolina, the Tar Heel. And they got the receiving weapons. They got Wilson. That changes the whole culture, yeah. I'm telling you, I'm all in on Denver.
Everybody picked a different team. I wish Drew was on here because
you can hear me?
Now I can hear you. Who's going to AFC West?
I got the Chargers. Justin Herbert all day, every fucking day.
2 Chargers? Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I was not expecting that. Was not expecting that at all. All right, now to Washington. I already heard y'all dogging Carson Wentz, but
the Commanders.
Hold on. For what they paid, okay? For what they paid, and for what could happen. Keith, was that a good play by Washington to get Wentz for 2 threes?
Yeah, I think it was. Why not?
Take you right now, wouldn't you?
I thought it was a second in there.
I would be ecstatic right
Carson Wentz.
Hold on, I can't hear Keith. Go ahead, Keith.
I would be ecstatic right now if my team got Carson Wentz, dude. Yeah, I think it's good, man. I'd be hyped if I was you.
Shammond, was that a good pick for Washington?
Hell yeah, it was a great pick for Washington Commanders. Washington Commanders ain't really had nothing. So, I mean, Carson Wentz.
Don't start clowning my team talking about Commanders. Stop that shit. Just say Washington.
That's what they are. They're the Commanders. And Carson Wentz, listen, Carson Wentz had seasons where he did very, very great. MVP talk, all that. I like Wentz going to the Commanders.
See, fuck you, Shammond. You keep talking that Commander shit. I told you to stop doing that shit. Stop saying that Commander shit. Like we playing Atari and stuff, you know. Let's go play Commander. Brandon, was that a good decision? I mean, look at what else you could have had. Winston and a whole bunch of misfits.
Okay, I will take Winston over him. I'm a Winston believer for some reason. I don't know why.
God.
Stop. I know you hate your own boy, but he's still young, dude. He's still young, man. Anyway.
Winston to throw, but hey.
Hold on.
Hey,
Let Brandon finish. Let Brandon finish.
50 touchdowns, but he'll throw 50.
I think y'all panicked, man. Y'all panicked. Y'all were so scared, and maybe other players don't want to come there. Something we don't know about.
But Winston throw 50.
I agree with everything you just said, dude. I agree with everything you said. I think the reason why Winston
28 picks, I take Winston.
I think hold on.
What?
I think everything you said, Brandon, was true.
Better than him.
Hold on. But I think with the organization being as dysfunctional and crazy, you want to add somebody like Winston to the mix. Even though Carson Wentz is kind of nuts in the head too. I don't know. Tommy, what you think?
Man, you had 3 1s and whoever else you put on the table with Wilson. When the Wilson trade went down. And the call, y'all never even got a call returned back to you because Wilson said no. And multiple players have said no. So you can't get any guy that has any type of free will in the market. Because if they've got free will in the market, they're not going to Washington. So you had to trade for somebody. And out the trade candidates that are out there, you know, Wentz is available. But the fact that you went for the guy that took a team to the Super Bowl in your division, I've seen this before. Y'all grabbed this old guy named McNabb.
Don't say McNabb. Don't say McNabb.
And he took Philly as far as they'd ever went, and almost blessed them. And then they didn't get there. Kind of like this guy that you just got now. And
Hold
you
on.
want to see what happened with McNabb.
Tommy, stop all this stuff. Stop all this stuff. I agree with part of what you're saying, but Wentz is a hell of a lot younger than McNabb was when we
He's
got him.
just as
And
body
Wentz-
age.
Wentz-
That dude is done.
Hey, and listen, Wentz.
McNabb was
I'm gonna
a
tell you
better
something about
quarterback,
Wentz.
too.
Wentz is he's tall, big bodied. Wentz about to do something for the Washington, for real.
Let me ask you this.
predicted Wentz
Let me
would
ask you
lose
this.
his job at Indy by week 8 to Phillip Rivers.
Tommy, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Would you take Garoppolo over Wentz?
Yes.
Hell
Garoppolo was
no.
an NFL QB. Wentz, what he did in Indy with that roster last year, I had a lot of faith. I was high on him.
But he did.
He wasn't
not-
awful.
There was
He's
moments
better
where he
than
did
Jimmy.
good before he got hurt. There was moments where he was
Carson
doing great.
Wentz is better than Jimmy Garoppolo. I'll
No,
tell you that.
No, he's not. Jimmy, I have what I have. I know what's
Oh
coming
my
every
God.
week.
Listen,
Did
hold on.
Wentz,
Hold on.
it is like-
Wentz, what do you have? 20-some
Just a bad
touchdowns and
win.
like 4 interceptions?
No,
Yeah, he
no,
had
with
good numbers.
27 touchdowns, 7
Was that
interceptions.
2016?
Okay. So, but there were spots in that season where he looked all right.
Wasn't
Yeah,
Everybody's
he
judging
looked
him
good.
by the last 2
Carson
games of
Wentz
the year,
looked
man.
good.
You can't do that. You can't do that because why? Jacksonville's playing at home, last game of the year. You're happy your head coach is gone. It's going to be a fresh start next year. This is your Super Bowl to knock them out the playoffs. You know how
But
momentum and
Carson
adrenaline goes? These are men. These are men, prideful men. Prideful men saying,
Is
I'm tired of
Wentz
y'all laughing
that
at my
guy?
organization. We're going to knock them out the playoffs.
Carson Wentz.
Time.
Carson
Not
Wentz
that
looked
guy.
good though.
You're not that
Carson
guy.
Wentz
You're
was
not that
alright.
guy, man.
So listen. Jimmy G, they talk about the Saints already got a deal for him. If Jimmy G goes to the Saints, are they the favorite in their division? Brandon, are they the favorite in the division?
Wait a minute, who's in that division?
The Bucks,
Ah,
the
that's
Falcons,
awful.
and Carolina.
You know what? I still may take the Bucks.
Without knowing who the quarterback is?
Yes, because
Atlanta,
name the
yeah.
other quarterbacks in the division.
Atlanta gonna take the division.
Jimmy Garoppolo with the Saints.
Jimmy Stead. Jimmy
It doesn't really do
Tommy,
much.
He
Tommy.
stayed with him.
Would they be the favorites if he went to the Saints?
I actually agree with Shammond. As much as you don't think it, I'm going to go with the QB that I know is going to produce, and I'm going to go with Matt Ryan. I think Atlanta.
Matt
Nah,
Ryan.
Atlanta's gonna
Look
win
how
the
bad that
Thank you,
division
Tommy.
is.
Thank
You've
you,
got-
Chubby.
You got Sam Darnold. You got I don't know in New Orleans, and then who's their third? Indy. No. The third in that AFC. The NFC is
Carolina,
It's
Atlanta.
Carolina, the Falcons, the
Carolina,
Saints.
Saints, Bucks.
Bucks. And the Bucks don't have a QB. I knew is the fourth QB team.
You're
They
picking
don't-
the Falcons, who looked horrible, who's going to be without Calvin Ridley. They don't have
Right.
no running game.
Finally off payroll. Calvin.
You're expecting them to beat out the Saints, whose defense is still stacked, with Michael Thomas coming back and
Michael Thomas
Kamara.
is
Whatever
gone.
happens with Kamara.
Drafted
Still,
They got-
one.
Hey,
Hey,
they
Mike-
got Jimmy
Hey,
Garoppolo.
Malcolm.
hold
Hey,
on,
Malcolm
hold on.
Keith.
Keith,
Hey, that's a
go
beast
ahead,
now.
Keith.
That.
2
Now,
minutes, Keith. Go.
we come from a million. Now listen. We come from a lot of rushes right now. So I'm
He
telling
loves
you,
watching Tommy's
Malcolm
clips.
Tom-
We come from
Yeah.
Denver where we got 1,000-yard rushers. I don't want to Keith,
We do.
Keith,
I
who
love
would be the
Tommy,
favorite to
man.
mention Jimmy G with
Hey,
there?
If the Saints got Jimmy G, yeah, I think they would definitely win the division. If not, I'll take Atlanta. If we don't know who
Atlanta?
the quarterback is in New Orleans, then I'll take Atlanta. Yeah.
Hold on. How is it? Hold on.
But like
How
Tommy
is Atlanta
Or
How is Atlanta jumping Tampa Bay and Carolina?
anyone.
who's the
How is
quarterback?
Atlanta even
Matt
climbing up
Ryan
there?
sucks.
They need to get their pass rush fixed.
But who's
Their
he's the
defense
only
is horrible.
quarterback
Their
I know in
offense
that
is horrible.
division.
Tyrod Taylor.
What'd you say, Keith?
Matt Ryan is trash.
What about Tyrod
Who's the-
Taylor?
Yes.
Hold on.
I would think-
Who's the quarterback?
For Tampa Bay?
Who is the quarterback of these other
If
teams?
Jimmy, it's
Yeah.
gonna be
So let me say
Jameis.
this. Let me say this, Keith. There's a whole bunch of quarterbacks that's out there. Tommy's boy Mariota, who he thinks they can go to the Cardinals and beat out Kyler Murray. And then there's Trubisky, and then there's Tyrod Taylor. I mean, there's quarterbacks and
Fitzmagic.
Jameis freaking Winston too. Jameis
Tampa.
Winston also. So
I can
any of
see
these
him going
quarterbacks
back
that
to
go to
Tampa.
Tampa Bay, you think Atlanta's gonna beat them?
I think honestly, Atlanta is one of those teams. Like every few years, they're good. For some
That's like one
reason,
of
like
those
they went to the
years.
Super Bowl a few years back. I mean, if any year,
Dude, they went to the Super Bowl with a whole completely different team than they got right now. Believe that.
right?
We're under a minute to go. Rellism Sports Talk, episode 77, part 1. Part 2 is gonna be crazy. We're gonna talk about the Dallas drama. We gotta talk about the trades. Khalil Mack going, and then McCaffrey, Tommy's boy, he's on the hook to go. Also, we gotta talk about what happened with James Harden and Kevin Durant last night. That was crazy. Baseball's back. Nobody really cares, but we'll still talk about that. Then the USFL and the XFL. Do we care or not? All right, fellas.
USFL, yeah, we care.
We're gonna
We
talk
don't
about
care
that.
about a US.
All right,
What
guys.
happened last night?
The
With
Nets
Kyrie
destroyed.
side.
The Nets
Tommy,
destroyed
hey.
Philly in Philly.
Hey, coach, what's
Destroyed
your
them.
Dude,
Coach.
I don't even know who's good in basketball or nothing.
Nobody.
coach?